Hey loves, thanks for tuning in to CYBTV. This is Cherish and I have a DIY tutorial for you guys. So if you are someone that likes to switch up your hairstyle, wear a half up, half down style, then this video is for you. So as you can see, I just clipped on this hairpiece. And yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do this so you can do it from home and just switch up your look without any major ordeal as far as like a sew-in or crocheting your whole head. This is a good way to switch it up without all the extra stuff. So as you can see, I just added length to my hair immediately. This clip-on extension is the best idea that I feel like I came up with because I like to switch up my hair, but I don't always like to add like multiple hair pieces or wear weaves and stuff like that. So if you want to see how I got this natural looking clip-on hair piece and how I do it, then keep on watching. So what you'll need is hair. Okay, so once everything is gathered on what you'll need, I'm going to start out with the weave net. And if you guys can see this, I'm actually going to trace it a little darker. I already went on and traced the back of my head. So I parted my hair in where I want the clips to lay, like you guys saw in the beginning of how I had my hair parted in the back and then clipped on the hair extensions. Well, I just traced it onto the weave net and it came out with a shape like this. And I'm just using a jumbo white eyeliner pencil. You can use like chalk or something that will show up on the net. So this is what the shape looks like, and once this is already done and you already traced it out on the weave net, it is time to cut it out. So I'm going to go ahead and begin cutting out this shape. And if you see what I'm doing, I'm actually keeping about a half an inch around the shape, just like that. That way we have some room to work with because the net is going to shrink a little bit as you add the hair to the net. So now it's time to go ahead and prepare the hair. I'm just using the old school black and gold braiding hair, and you can use any quality hair like crochet hair. You can use wet and wavy, you can use curly, you can do whatever you want. But I like using this hair because you can do a lot with it, believe it or not. Even though it's fake, it's plastic hair technically, you can do a lot with it. But I went on and cut it in half, so depending on the length of what you want the clip-ins to look like, you can keep it the full length, cut it in half. You can also cut it a second time. Where my hand is, you can see you can also cut it there. But I actually don't want the hair to be too short or too long, so I'm going to just keep it medium. That way it's just going to add a little bit more length to the hair that I already have on my head. So that's pretty much what I'm doing right now, you guys, is just prepping the hair so I can begin to crochet it onto the net. So here's the net. It's already cut out like I showed you guys, and now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly how to add and crochet the hair to the net. And if you are familiar with crocheting, then that's awesome, but I am still going to go ahead and go step by step to show those that don't know how to crochet. So what I'm doing now is just folding back that piece of extra netting I left a 1/2 inch of net around it, like I said, and I'm just folding this. That way we can have a clean finish around the top part where the clip-ons is going to lay against the part. That way it can look nice, clean, and natural. So I'm just taking a little bit of hair, not too thick, because you want the knots and the crocheting to lay flat, especially at the top, because I'm going to show you guys how to do the invisible crocheting technique. That way, like you guys saw in the beginning, the hair is going to lay flat against my head and the part, so it can look more natural. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this detailed invisible part technique. So I'm just putting in the crochet needle, and as you can see, the hair is wrapped around my index finger like so, and then I'm just going to pull that loop into the net. And then this part is a little tricky, so it's probably going to take some time to get used to, but once you keep doing it, you're going to get used to it. So I'm just pulling out that first piece of hair that's laying in front of my index finger into the loop, and then I'm going to pull it in again a second time, and I'm doing it 3 times. So then I'm going to pull it in the 3rd time, and then I'm going to pull the hair all the way through. And once I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and tighten up that piece of hair. So as you can see, this is creating more of an invisible type of look. That way you won't see the knot once you're all finished and everything is all done. This is a good technique for that natural look. So this is what I'm going to do all across that top part of this netting. Like I said, it's just so it can look more natural. So I'm going to show you guys again in a slower view. And it's okay to take your time, because this, you want it to look nice. And like I said, this is a removable, reusable clip-on, so you want it to last and you want it to look nice and neat. So I'm technically taking my time as I'm showing you guys, so that's what I'm doing. And the net is going to bunch up, so don't worry about that. You want to leave enough of the netting. That's why we added the 1/2 inch all the way around, because it's going to shrink and get smaller, but you still want it to fit your head. So that's why you want to leave yourself some extra room. So as you guys can see, I've already went on and done the full top part of, well, not the full top part, I just did like a base layer first, and now I'm adding in some pieces to the middle. The good thing about this technique and the clip-in extensions, you do not have to make it too full. You can kind of camouflage it and make it look full, but you're not really adding a lot of hair. So what I'm doing now is just showing you guys how I'm adding in the hair in the middle. I'm not using the invisible technique. I'm just using like the basic crochet technique. So I'm just going to loop the hair in through the little holes in the netting, and then I'm going to pull the hair through, the fake hair through, and then I'm just going to use my finger to pretty much just tie knots into it, or wrap it around the hair about 2 or 3 times, and then that way I can create the knot. And yeah. So this is how you do that simple crocheting knot. And that's what I'm doing for the middle. But I am going to fill in the areas that need to be filled in. I'm just showing you guys how I'm doing this, different techniques and everything for this style, So I'm just going to continue on looping in the hair and adding in the hair in the spaces just to make it look full. Like I said, you do not have to fill in every little hole. If you pretty much just be very strategic and, you know, go in a roundabout way of filling in the spaces, you can eliminate some time and just a lot more of the hair, so it won't be too full, too thick, and you can just make it look really, really nice and neat. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's filling up. Once I get that base layer in the middle done, then I'm going to go back up towards the top, and I'm going to just add in more hair, and also I'm going to add in the invisible hair, or do the invisible technique too at the top to fill in the areas on the top part. And now I'm working on the bottom, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm just doing the invisible technique on the bottom for the base layer, and then I'm going to go in towards the bottom on the upper part of the invisible technique, and then just do the regular crochet technique. If all of this makes sense, that's why I'm showing you guys details, because it's better that way, so you can get a better idea. So it's filling up. I'm like kind of making going around the hairnet, like I said, so it can look like I'm have a full, you know, head of hair right there, but I'm really disguising that circle part because I'm not going to add hair to that middle part. And I flipped over the hair, and this is what it looks like so far. So you can see it looks full, but there are some areas that I see I can fill in some more hair. So right here, I'm just going to add some more of the invisible technique to the net, and then around here on the sides you can see it's a little sparse, so I'm just going to keep on looking at the hair and then adding where I need to, just so it can look nice and neat. So I'm going to add a little bit more where I see fit, and this is so it won't look gappy, and you know, like I said, it can look full. But now once you're satisfied with the density and all of that, it's time to add on the clips. So I had the needle and thread, and I just grabbed like a regular brown thread, and you're just going to use the holes that are on the clip-ons and just kind of sew back and forth through the holes onto the netting. And then at the end, I'm just tying a little knot just to secure the thread, and you should feel that the clip is on there pretty sturdy. And I went on and add all the rest of the clips, so 4 in total. And now it's time for styling. I just went on and straightened the hair. You can curl it, you can do whatever you want, but I just went on and straightened it because I'm going for a straight look this time. So as you guys can see, this is the finished look. I love, love, love it. It's super easy to remove. You guys saw how I applied it in the beginning, but this is just a bomb hairstyle and a bomb clip-on. So super easy, super quick. This is the finished product. And yeah, if you guys liked how this turned out, definitely do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and thumbs this video up. I have some more styles that I want to show you guys, but this is how I would have my hair in the back. Nothing major. I just put it in a bun. You can braid it. You can do whatever you want to just kind of protect your hair in the back. That's just how I did it. But that's it for this video, you guys. Again, subscribe and thumbs up. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.